is here and plays his game. Looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night. Boarness is here, so don't you sweat, cause Bubba Duke and OMB are geared to own this set. So sit back and enjoy tonight's best, cause it's time to roar at Boar's Nest. Bubba Duke is here and plays his game, looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation proudly bring to you its gaming and entertainment news of the week with your hosts and tag team partners. He's Chris Best, I'm OM Dynamic, and welcome to the Boar's Nest. Happy New Year, everyone, from all of us here. Bubba Duke is on assignment tonight. He has familial obligations this evening. So Mr. Best is joining me. How are we doing tonight, brother?
Doing pretty good, not gonna lie. I got a bit of a sore throat, but doing well nonetheless.
Excellent.
It's been a bit of a sore throat, maybe from saying thank you for all the birthday wishes to everybody on Facebook yesterday.
Yes. And again, I know I said it to you on Friday with the happy early birthday. Now I'm going to give you the happy belated birthday wishes, my brother.
Thank you. I made it to chapter 43.
And we all know my son, who actually just went back up north this afternoon, he celebrated his 10th birthday on New Year's Day. So again, a happy belated birthday to him. And it was a great visit. I'm glad to be back into the swing of things now. Time to get back to a normal routine. I know I saw you guys last week playing Diablo 4. Mm-hmm. And tonight we're going to go with a bit of a throwback. I'm playing Diablo 3. Bubba Duke, when he sort of threw the reins to me last night and said, "What are you going to play?" And I told him I was playing this. He asked me, why not 4? Multitude of reasons. And the gameplay, although it's virtually the same, for me, I like this game better visually. It's maybe just because I haven't seen enough of the dungeons and underneath in Diablo 4 yet to truly get into it. I like the layout of this game a little bit better as well.
Yeah, the layout is exactly the same to me for Diablo 3 and 4.
Right. And I'm talking about going to the inventory. As well, like I said, visually for me, I like this game. So for as much as we're outside and you're seeing that now, there's a little more time that I've seen in the dungeons already. Now, I am in Act 2 of this game, so I'm not starting this. I do have my character created. You can see I do have the wings. Try and get you a better look at him here. This is a class that is not available in Diablo 4, and that is the Crusader class. And I think if they would have had this class available, I probably would have just as much enjoyment. And as well, I find the travel a lot easier in this game. So we're going here. We're starting at the Hidden Camp waypoint. We have to make our way up here. Oh, no, I have to make the road to Alchemist. So this is where we are at here. So, like I said, as much time as we are underground in this game, you are above ground as well.
Okay, but maybe explain to the viewers what the story of the game is, too. You said you were in Act 2.
Yes. To be honest, there is another one. There's where Diablo 4 is Lilith. I cannot remember the character, they're the main boss in this game's name right now. Oh shoot. Because there was Bale in the second one. But like I said, I don't remember. Now that's going to drive me nuts.
But even without remembering the villain's name, you could still
You're again
explain the
trying
story.
the primary character, well, the researcher. You're actually teaming up with his niece now. His last name was Kane, and so he's actually brought it out that the third one before Lilith has come to rain a plague down on this part of the world. So, of course, you need to stop him and all of his associates. And he actually has a twin brother.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the two of them, plus then their lieutenant, Magda, who is actually going to be, I believe, probably the final boss of this act.
I'm not going to spoil you because I'm looking at the list of villains right now. So you said you're at the start of Act 2, correct?
Yeah, I've done a couple of quests here in the start of Act 2. But I'm not...
Because I'm looking and it says the villain for Act 1 was Magda.
Well, she's appeared in Act 1, but she was not the final boss.
Mm-hmm. But the primary villain for the entire game is Diablo.
Yeah. And of course, there's all of these cultists here that you're trying to defeat as well, because they want to, of course, rein in and help bring in this new era of darkness.
I just realized I was looking to see if I still had Diablo 3 in my PlayStation collection. I do, but I don't have it as a digital download. I forgot I have the physical copy of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I bought it came because I bought my PS4 used, and the guy was selling it because he was looking to move in. He sold me that game alongside the Uncharted collection. Oh no, wait! I bought the Uncharted collection on its own. Diablo 3, Final Fantasy 15, which I think I want to do a PlayStation Showcase episode on at some point.
Right.
And I can't remember. There were two other games. I can't remember what the other two were. Anyways, he sold me all that for like $400, and this was
Nice.
the PS4 Pro, and like the PS4 Pro had literally came out like a month before.
Right.
So when I saw that deal, I'm like, I'll take it.
Absolutely. So, yes, you do have a partner and a traveling companion with you at all times who will help you out in these battles.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is overtaking on somebody else in behind that little Iron Maiden there.
Iron Maiden? Excellent.
That's right. That's right.
Bill and Ted, guys. Bill and Ted. No, we're Bubba and I are at because we're playing Diablo 4 together.
Right.
We're in like one of the first few dungeons, and we too have a companion that's been traveling with us as well.
Okay.
We had when we left off, we had two companions, but one of them left to go do something else.
Right. I do have choices in companions back at the camp, but you can only take one with you at a time.
Oh, this companion that's with us joined us because it's part of the story. So,
Yeah, and that's what happens. I actually did have two for a little while.
hmm
But then, yes, once you start on the next quest, you have to choose, do you want so and so to continue with you, or do you want to take this new one and the other one will return to base camp? So I do like these for these um, battles where you're getting
hmm
trapped and pinned down by multitudes.
yeah,
Though it does get really, really tedious at times, and you got to make sure to know how to get out of there and when.
yeah. If you watch the way Bubba and I were playing last week, we were doing a lot of stick and move on the people we were fighting.
Right,
Well, with my exception, I was running and smash everybody with my mace,
right,
but I knew when to get out of it if the situation was too sticky and heal up. But my character is also I find my character itself might be overpowered.
right. You know what? That's where I'm getting to. Like, my character is at a level 21 right now already.
Mm-hmm.
And that
And,
was
and
just
see,
through the first act.
yeah, and see, my character is only already at level 9, and Bubba and I only played like uh, 2 hours, I would say.
Right.
Um, Geez, my brain is not braining right now because I'm doing some work on my PlayStation, guys, for you viewers out there. But I'm still very fully attentive on what we're doing here because my brain is just being mush right now because I'm trying to look for a certain game and I keep forgetting that I'm looking for that certain game because I get sidetracked by other things I'm seeing.
Right.
And I'm certain that's happened to you.
Oh, it absolutely has. Sorry, I'm still even just trying to read. Believe it or not, my picture is better on this screen than it is over on my TV right now.
hmm
So I'm just trying to see what I'm needing to do here. So let's go into my quest. Find the lair of the witch in Alchemist. Okay.
Okay, I know what I need to do for what I'm trying to do. I'm making plans for the end of January PlayStation Showcase, which, as you guys know, that's a very special episode we do. More details on that in
Yes.
the coming weeks.
That is the one episode I am truly humbled and grateful to be a part of the PlayStation Showcase for at the end of the month.
Yeah. I'm doing something a little bit different for this one. It's going to be a 2 hour episode as a heads up.
Right.
But right now, let's just take a look at the utter destruction you're causing right now towards all these enemies.
Yes, I am actually in the Alchemist cellar, so I would not be surprised if this is going to be something that.
There is one thing I can appreciate about the look that of what I'm seeing right here. Normally, when I play Diablo or when I go to watch somebody play Diablo, it always looks like they're in a dark and grim environment. But this one,
Right.
this where you are right now, doesn't look so dark and grim. You know?
No, not at this point. Um, that is going to come. I promise you. When
Oh
I
no,
was doing them,
I remember because I started Diablo 3 as well. Like I mentioned, I've got a physical copy of it, and I just remember the opening being pretty grim as well.
yeah, and it was the same with this game. Even with a lot of the dungeons in the first one or in the first act, they really did get dark, but there was a lot of different ways to be able to light those up. Whether it was a fire trap or, just calling down some of your special attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really brought that to life, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I am trying to find a specific place here in Alchemist. And you always have to make sure you're keeping your health up as well.
Oh yeah, especially every time I'm in a battle, if I see those little blood orbs drop down, I'm grabbing those things.
Oh, absolutely.
At least I think that's what they're called. I've been calling them blood orbs. I'm not really sure
That's
what.
exactly what they are.
Okay.
So I've already actually found, like, there is a character like that is readily available in Diablo 4 that you actually have to buy for this game, that being the Necromancer.
Yeah.
Um, but I've already found him and helped him on a quest that he needed help with. So this one was an easy seller to do.
Nice.
But again, as we always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, check every corner in these types of games.
Oh yeah. No. Like Bubba had initially told me, and I was already doing it before he said it. But smash every box that you come across. If it's something you can smash, smash it because you're gonna find something in there that could
Yep.
give you a hand. Like no word of a lie, I think it was like a helm that I had found.
Right?
For those who don't know, it's an armored helmet for you guys. But I found it, and I'm like, I kept it in my inventory because I didn't know what to do with it. And then Bubba's like, you know what? I'm going to equip myself. I'm going to upgrade my armor. So I'm like, I'm going to dig around my inventory. I found that helm, put it on, and I shot up 3 levels for putting it on.
Yep. I'm actually not even using my most powerful weapon because I do have my shield with me.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, the more powerful weapons are always two-handed. So then you don't have access to use your shield.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going through right now in Diablo 4 because I forget what class I am, but I can actually tell you in a few seconds here. But one of my weapons, I believe I have a warhammer now, and that's a two handed weapon.
Yep.
I'll tell you which class I am right now. Blizzard Entertainment. My personal issue with these games is how much hard drive space they take up.
Yes.
The Diablo 4 alone takes up like 160 gigs on my system.
Wow. Yeah, they are pretty bad. I mean, that's where, we got lucky having that. Oh,
Yeah, well, I mean, I can buy, and I eventually will be buying an expanded hard drive to put it into my system.
yeah.
But oh, my class, I'm a druid.
Okay. That's actually probably the class I would have gone with. But we are here at the Lair of the Witch, Mr. Best. So let's tell the people about the help we can use.
Let's do it.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, videos games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have ever wanted your break in podcasting, content creation, potential collaboration, or just help us out behind the scenes, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be. Scan the QR code just underneath Mr. Best. It'll take you right to the website. Hit the join button, send us your credentials, tell us how you can help us, how you feel we can help you, and we can sit down as a collective and figure out the best fit. Meet the team. Chris Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Get all of our socials. Watch our latest weekly live episodic shows, including this one, which will be going up later tonight. And lastly, click the shop link. Head over to carlcarafel.redbubble.com. Get the merch. Support your favorite shows. Support your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. carlcarafel.redbubble.com. All of the proceeds there come back into our studios to give you a better viewing experience. All of that and more at turnbucklestudios.org. So we have found the Lair of the Witch here, so we are progressing slowly into this, seeing what it might offer us. Oh, and there is Magda.
Okay, that was weird. Why did we all go muted? I didn't mute myself.
I have no idea. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, and I just realized I had been muted as well. This is my first time in here, so I haven't fought any of this yet. So we are experiencing this together, but
And as I
I
just
am
mentioned,
intrigued.
I'm cleaning out the games I'm not necessarily playing right now on my PlayStation, so I can make room for a game that I have been playing that I had to delete to make space.
Right.
Let me see if I've made that space now. And that game is a game I'm very faithfully attached to, and that's Ark.
Right.
That game, I'll tell you how much space that takes up.
Oh, I remember. That one's a big one, too.
Yeah, but I also have all the DLC, almost all the DLC with it. There's two pieces
Right.
of DLC I still need to buy. Well, there's two that's available, one that I want to buy. So,
Right.
okay. Free up space. 158 gigs. I have to free up 17 more gigs right now.
Wow.
And I'm going to try and see if how I can squeeze this in with the other games I play. So, wish me luck here. Oh, I found it. I might have found the space already.
Nice.
Uh,
I think I might have the wrong shield equipped for my right trigger attack. And I died, but that's okay. I can.
wait.
See, normally in this one, they let you resurrect at the corpse.
Uh huh.
And in this situation, probably because I was at a boss fight, they didn't let me.
Right.
But I will also say this: this is probably where I need my Templar instead of my
What,
Magician.
what's a Templar?
Another character, much like me, another knight,
What
so to
are
speak.
what's like the specialties? Because I figure every class has some kind of a specialty. At least that's what I saw in Diablo 4.
There is. The Templar is very much just another power guy like me, so he'll run in, throw himself into the heat of the battle. So I'm
So
wondering if I should go with a more
that well, that's
powerful.
I think what I'm asking is like special abilities because again, like I said, everybody has like each character, and it doesn't matter what kind of RPG you're playing. Each character
Right.
does have their own set of abilities.
Yeah, because I don't control my partner, I'm not sure what their special abilities are. I'm not even sure what all of mine are right now.
Right, but I'm asking what the Templars' special abilities were.
I don't I don't know. I just try and equip them as best as possible.
Yeah. Because that's what led me into picking the druid, right? I I went through everybody and all the classes that I have available, and I read like which abilities uh, they have, and I always pick like the ones that are close to how I would play the game.
Right. So I'm switching up to hopefully a more powerful weapon here in this situation. I know I have a steel skin special with my powers. Oh, I just leveled up again.
Nice. The one thing I kept forgetting about when I was playing Diablo last week was when I level up, I kept forgetting to go look into my skill tree to apply my skills.
Right. There she goes. She gone.
All right, gas station encounters.
Yes.
I'm glad that you actually know that reference because I watch that channel a lot.
All right. Doesn't appear as though there's anything more in here that I can
Yeah.
do.
For those viewers out there, once you're done watching our stuff on Turnbuckle on the Turnbuckle affiliation program, I do highly recommend if you like crime and comedy, go watch Gas Station Encounters on YouTube.
Right. So what's the next quest? Return to the hidden camp. And that was Magda. So now we're going to travel back to the hidden camp.
Nice. You know which game series or movie series I always kind of wished would have I think would have made for a great RPG game series, but they really haven't done anything RPG related with their games. The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I know that there's a Lord of the Rings online, but I'm talking like if you were to play like the original 3 stories as an RPG, I would 100% do that.
I am with you. I know there is Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor.
Those really aren't RPGs though. Those are more like action kind of games to me.
They are.
But like RPGs, like you got to level up Frodo, you got to level up Samwise, maybe level up Elrond if he joins your team or something like that, you know?
Next up. So the Gates of Chaldeon.
I got to assume in this game that with the fast travel, you can obviously only fast travel to places you've already been to.
Yes. Or when you get to where you need to be, you activate a new checkpoint.
Yeah, just same thing as Diablo 4.
Yeah.
So again, the first thing you do is whichever town you arrive to, whatever dungeon or cavern or wherever it is you arrive to first, your safest bet might be to go ahead and activate one of those things.
Yeah. So now I'm at the Chaldean Bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go to find the Gates of Chaldean and find her.
And the reason I say that, folks, is that when you're exploring a dungeon or something of that nature, if you get overloaded with your inventory items, you can throw down like a portal that will send you back to whichever town you choose so you can go and sell off your inventory.
Yep, you can do that here too as well. Like much like Resident Evil, you also have a stash.
Mm-hmm.
I've also made the mistake already of doing the auto salvage, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's doing something like that. That's really risky because you could end up losing something that you will need.
Absolutely.
Also, another thing that I've been meaning to point out when it comes to playing these RPG style games, because Diablo is an RPG game, when you pick up new gear, look at it, read about it in the inventory to determine if whether or not it is going to be beneficial for your character.
Absolutely.
For me, like when I have all the armor on, I literally look and see if there's more pluses than negatives.
Right. But ladies and gentlemen, just before we begin this fight, take a look at our weekly calendar.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday we go TNA when we brace for Impact at 7:55 p.m. Eastern. Friday we secure all details as we answer the call for the SmackDown security detail at 8 p.m. Eastern. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you want your break in podcasting, content creation, a potential collaboration, or just to help us out behind the scenes, turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be. Go to the host section and meet the team. Chris Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Chris Parrish, and Carl Carafel. Get all of our socials. Watch our latest weekly live episodic shows. Hit the join button. Tell us how you can help us, how we can help you, and we can sit down as a collective and figure out the best fit. And of course, click the shop link. Go to carlcarafel.redbubble.com. Support your favorite shows. Support your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. Your investment in us helps us grow to give you a better show. All of that at turnbucklestudios.org.
Yeah, and to bunk off the things I was saying about finding weapons and stuff like that and the treasures, the same applies for when you go to a shop and you're looking to buy a new weapon or a new shield or something like that. for I myself, like when I'm in the when I'm at a store or whatever, and I'm looking at armor and weapons, I look at all the pluses, but I also look at like things like is this sword infused with magic? What is that? And then from there, I'll be like, okay, well, what does that magic do? Is it going to make me invincible to that magic, or is it going to make me shoot that magic when I swing my sword?
Right. I'm actually going to be honest, that's a great idea. I'm just checking out my stuff here now. And I actually want
And
to check it. Oh,
and of course, in these style games, the most important thing to do is the thing that people least like to do, and that is grind.
yep.
Take that time when you're between storylines and spend like 2, 3 hours per day getting your guys leveled up for the next part of the story. Because believe me, if you don't do that, when you get to that end boss, you're going to be SOL.
Yep.
Especially, and I'm saying this from personal experience because the first time I made it to the end of Final Fantasy VII,
Right.
I got stomped bad, and I made the mistake of using the last save point, not the second last, the last save point before you get to the boss. Because if you use that last save point in Final Fantasy VII, you are not getting out of the dungeon that you were in. If you use that
Right.
second last one, you can get out. But that's neither here nor there with this game here. Ooh, I see you got a mace in your hand.
No,
Or
well,
no,
I've
that's a
got it.
flail.
That's a flail, which I absolutely love. But the problem is that unless I want a shield like this one here equipped, I have to go with a much lower powered weapon.
Yeah, and again, that's the risks that you got to take when you're equipping weapons. If you like your shield, you may have to sacrifice your weapon hand a little bit.
Yeah.
If you like your weapon, you've got to sacrifice the shield. It's the same thing in Skyrim, actually. But that's where, in my case, I focus on the strength of the armor that I'm wearing.
Right.
And what I like about again, to use the case of Skyrim, is that you when you pick up the armor, you can it should be able to show you like right away whether or not that armor is going to be helpful to your needs.
Right. So where am I supposed to go here now?
Escape the Imperial Palace.
Yes. I guess I got to go back out into the city of Caldium.
And that thing that OMD just drank from, that also gives you health, guys.
Yes, it does. You guys may also notice that I've got that little drone thing that's flying around beside me. That, believe it or not, is actually my pet.
And now OMD is fighting a bunch of King Tritons.
Yes.
Had to throw a little Disney reference there.
go get my blood orb. All right. All right, so this is an intriguing area to me. This is sort of seeming like the brightest dungeon I've had.
I'm not gonna lie, with how decorative it looks, it's giving me Rivendell vibes from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah?
I almost wanted to say Minas Tirith, but I'm like, no, Minas Tirith is like really, really white. Whereas Rivendell has like had a lot of gold, a lot of white color to it.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like I gotta go. Other than for a sort of lack of futuristic technology from this game, there is, just from having watched you play it, there is a lot of a Final Fantasy feel for me as well in here.
Yeah. And I'm beginning to see like where World of Warcraft got its gameplay style from.
Okay.
Because World of Warcraft features kind of the same kind of look.
Right.
And yeah, to your World of Warcraft guys, Diablo started it all. Just saying.
Yep. All the same company.
Although here's the thing, if they did put World of Warcraft on console, I might give it a shot.
Yeah, I could say the same.
I'm just not a fan of well, I don't know if they've upped the prices, but I'm just not a fan of the $20 a month subscription fee.
Right. And now we're heading into the sewers of Caldium. But ladies and gentlemen, we've told you about the help we need. We've shown you all of our weekly programming. Let's show you about the show.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. carlcarafel.redbubble.com. That is the shop for all of us here at the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. Support your favorite shows, support your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear, buy the merch. All of your proceeds come back into our studios so we can deliver you a better experience. And as well, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget while you're at carlcarafel.redbubble.com to check out turnbucklestudios.org, where you, of course, can hit the shop link, go to the aforementioned website, of course, hit the join button. In fact, we highly encourage that. Smash that join button. Send us your credentials. Tell us how you can help us, how we can help you. And of course, meet the team. Chris Best, Carl Carafel, Chris Parrish, Bubba Duke, and myself. Get all of our socials. Watch our latest weekly episodic shows, including this one, which will be up a little bit later on tonight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org and carlcarafel.redbubble.com for all your Turnbuckle affiliation program needs. See, now I've got a checkpoint here as I have entered the sewers.
And yeah, like I said, anytime you go to a new area, always look for those checkpoints.
I was not expecting it to open up that quickly. Usually it's something you have to go in and explore for and then find and open it up right when you find it, which is usually about 5 minutes into.
And as you hear OMD just like slamming his thumbs down on the buttons, this is exactly what it's like going into a dungeon on Diablo. It feels like it's a never ending stream of enemies.
That's right. And I'm not even sure. A stinging swarm. So
You're fighting a bunch of bees.
I am. And now my inventory is full.
Yeah, and see, this is what I mean by like I would teleport to a village that would have a shop that you can sell those items to.
Yep. The other thing that I do too is I tend to go through my lower stuff and just drop it.
See, I take those weak items and sell them.
And I understand exactly where you're coming from with that. But right now, because I want to be able to get some of this other stuff up and into.
And I think that's the one thing I liked about Skyrim, right? Is so obviously in Skyrim, unless you leveled yourself up, you had, well, even if you did level yourself up, you had a weight limit for your items that you could carry.
Yeah.
But your companion didn't.
Right.
So you could stock her up. Lydia was my companion in the game. You could stock her up with all these items that you found in whatever cave you are, and
Right.
then afterwards go back to. I always went to White Run and sell my and sold my stuff there. One of these days we're gonna have to do Skyrim on the PlayStation Showcase.
Yeah. I know Bubba and I very briefly tried the Elder Scrolls Online, but it just wasn't for us.
It wasn't for me either because I couldn't get the race that I like being.
Right. I think that's where I just came from.
Oh.
This is the only part that I'm not a huge fan of is in these games is having to do all of this just running around and find everything in these dungeons. But at the same time, it does get a little bit intriguing because, you'll go back and you'll find things that you missed.
Yeah, because Bubba had mentioned this last week, but excuse me. That's one of the best things about that is having to go back to dungeons. But if it is a dungeon that you hate, I see that. I see where you're coming from there.
Yeah.
Because believe me, and I'm not saying there's dungeons in GTA Online, but when I have to do missions that I don't like, I'm just like, oh,
Right.
I don't want to do this, but I need the money,
Yep. But, Mr. Best, we have just about reached that 1 hour mark. So, outside of turnbucklestudios.org, my friend, where can the people find you?
You can find me in my link tree, lanktr.ee/Chris_best83, and you're going to see this ugly mug tomorrow night on the 1-year anniversary of Netflix for the Raw Patrol. Big show tomorrow, guys. You might want to tune in.
It is. It's absolutely huge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for me, you can find me at my link tree, linktr.ee/OMD show. And ladies and gentlemen, please, as we head out of here, always remember the world is better with you in it. From all of us here at the Boar's Nest, Turnbuckle Studios, and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.
Bubba Duke is here and plays his game. Looking rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mic night. Boyness is here, so don't you sweat, cause Bubba Duke and OMB are geared to own this set. So sit back and enjoy tonight's best, cause it's time to roar at Boar's Nest. Bubba Duke is here and plays his game, looking to rock and take his fame. Loves to drive that General Lee every Sunday with OMD. Step up, he's ready for a fight, even when he has an open mind. Night.